Hi, it's Dora from flippinghousesanpancakes.com. Today I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about leeks. Leeks are in the same family as onions, as scallions. You could see the similarity right there. As scallions, onions, garlic, shallots, they're all in the same family. And we can use leeks very similarly to the way we use those other vegetables. So you could see it's essentially a giant scallion. It does have a slightly different flavor. And we're going to treat it very similarly. So when I go to clean a leek, because you definitely need to clean these, do not put these, just cut them and put them straight in your food. Leeks grow in very sandy ground. They like to grow in sand, and the way they grow, they tend to get sand all through them, if you could see. But they're going to be nice and sandy and dirty. You don't want to just cut it up and put it in your food. So we're going to actually prep it. We're going to start by cutting off the two ends. So I cut there. I'm going to cut the very top because it tends to get a little yucky up there. Okay. I'm going to cut it just like that. I like to slice mine down the center because it's going to help me get right into the middle of my leek batter. And if you take a look, you'll see it has layers. Can you see the layers? Can you see that? There we go. It has layers just like you find in an onion. All right. So the sand is hiding inside those layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make this easy for me. I'm going to cut it up right now before I clean it. And so once it's clean, it's ready to be put in whatever I'm using it for. So today I'm actually going to use this leek in a Persian stew. It's a Persian beef stew called khosh sabzi. It just means green stew. It's very aromatic, full of different herbs. It's full of spinach and scallions and leeks. Also has parsley and dill and fenugreek, which gives it a very, very specific aroma. That's what people think of when they think of sabzi, is they think of that fenugreek smell. So I'm going to cut this all up. And the best way to clean out all of that sand is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in this little bowl of water. I'm going to soak it in the bowl of water. I'm going to agitate it in the bowl of water and try and kind of separate out each piece so that the water gets in between and rinses out the dirt and the sand. And really, I'll try and show this to you in a few minutes. But after you've done this, sand literally will settle at the bottom of your bowl. And then I just scoop it off the top, dump out the bowl, rinse it out. And I usually do it a few times over and over again because nobody wants to bite into sand when they're eating their food. Okay, so while my leeks are kind of soaking and I'm agitating them, because I feel like I get the sand out much better that way, I thought I'd just tell you that leeks are really flavorful. You can use them in a lot of dishes. Obviously, I'm using them in a stew. You could put leeks in a soup. You could saute them and put them in a stir fry. Put them in eggs, like in an omelet. You could use them like a scallion. Most of the time, you would cook a leek because they're better cooked. They're pretty crunchy. I usually use them in soups, in omelets. I put them, or in a frittata. That would work. Oh yeah, look at that dirt. Oh. Okay. The other things that you could put leeks in, you can make pancakes or latkes out of them. They're very good with that. They're good in any kind of a stir fry or a fried rice type of dish. Really good. They cook down and they have that kind of oniony flavor, but with like a really rich side note. It's very good. If you've never tried a leek, you should definitely go and get them. All right, these leeks look like they're ready for me to remove from the water, and then we'll take a look and see how how dirty the water was. Okay, so I placed my empty bowl. I pulled the leeks out. I placed my empty bowl on top of a white paper towel so you could see better exactly what was sitting inside those leeks. Do you see all that sand in there? Let me try and zoom in. See all the sand at the bottom of the bowl? That was in my leeks. I don't want to eat that. Don't want any bugs, don't want any sand, don't want any dirt. So I do this. I'm going to actually do this once or twice more before I'm ready to use my leeks. All right, I'm going to dump this water out, rinse my bowl, and clean my leeks a few more times. Then obviously I can go ahead and cook with them. Now what I like to do is I like to actually use about double the amount of leeks. I'll wash double the amount of leeks that I'm going to need, and I'm actually just going to throw half of them into a freezer bag and throw it in the freezer so that next time when I need leeks, I can just grab them out and I have them ready to go, because like I said, they're really great to throw into a soup, throw into a stew, all kinds of dishes that you can use leeks for. So I'm going to go ahead, clean these once or twice more, and then I'll freeze half and I'll use half in my sabzi. And if you've never tried a leek, really, go to the grocery store, grab one. They're not so scary. Just make sure you rinse them. As long as you've rinsed them like this and cleaned them out so there's no sand in them, they're delicious. If you like this video, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to learn more about cooking, homeschooling, kitchen design, all different topics like that, please go ahead and check out my website, flippinghouseandpancakes.com.